Hawks are small, tigers are big. This might seem like an obvious statement, but it's a fundamental fact of nature that carries a lot of weight. The size difference between these two creatures is not just a matter of scale, it's a matter of survival, adaptation, and the roles they play in their respective ecosystems. That seems obvious, but it's important. Understanding these differences helps us appreciate the diversity of life on Earth. Hawks, with their keen eyesight and agile flight, are masters of the sky. They can spot a tiny mouse from hundreds of feet in the air and swoop down with incredible precision. A hawk might weigh 5 pounds soaking wet. Despite their small size, they are formidable hunters, relying on speed and agility to catch their prey. Their lightweight bodies and powerful wings allow them to maneuver through the air with ease. A tiger? Try 500 pounds, easy. Tigers, on the other hand, are the epitome of power and strength on land. Their massive bodies and muscular build make them one of the most feared predators in the animal kingdom. That's a lot of stripes to fill. Each tiger's stripes are unique, much like human fingerprints, and they serve as camouflage in their natural habitat. This helps them blend into the tall grasses and dense forests where they hunt. Now, you wouldn't expect these two to have a staring contest, let alone a fight. Their worlds are so different, yet they share the same planet. It's fascinating to think about how these creatures have evolved to thrive in their specific environments. Hawks eat mice, snakes, things like that. Their diet consists mainly of small mammals, birds, and reptiles. They play a crucial role in controlling the population of these animals, maintaining a balance in the ecosystem. Tigers? They prefer their meals with hooves or at least a good amount of fur. Their prey includes deer, wild boar, and even water buffalo. As apex predators, they help keep the populations of these large herbivores in check. But nature, as I've learned, has a weird sense of humor. Sometimes the most unexpected interactions occur, reminding us that the natural world is full of surprises. These moments can be both awe-inspiring and amusing. Sometimes the most unlikely creatures cross paths. These encounters can lead to fascinating behaviors and interactions that we might never have imagined. It's a reminder of the interconnectedness of all life on Earth, and sometimes those crossings are just plain funny. Whether it's a hawk and a tiger or any other unlikely pair, these moments bring a touch of humor to the wild, showing us that even in nature, there's room for a good laugh. Picture this, a sunny forest clearing, birds chirping. The air is fresh and the sunlight filters through the trees, casting a golden glow on the forest floor. It's the kind of place where you can almost hear the whispers of nature, a sanctuary of peace and tranquility. Squirrels are scampering about, playing on tree branches and gathering nuts. They're doing whatever it is squirrels do. Peaceful, serene. Their tiny paws rustle the leaves and their chittering adds a playful melody to the forest symphony. Then, BAM! Out of nowhere, a flash of orange and black streaks across the clearing. It's a sudden, electrifying burst of energy that disrupts the calm. It's Raja, the biggest, grumpiest tiger this side of the jungle. His muscles ripple under his striped coat as he prowls, his eyes scanning the surroundings with a fierce intensity. He's on the prowl, but more importantly, he's starving. His stomach growls louder than the distant thunder, and he's determined to find his next meal. High above, circling on a thermal, is Sparky, a hawk with more personality than feathers. His keen eyes scan the ground below, always on the lookout for something interesting. Sparky spots Raja and lets out a piercing shriek. It's a call that echoes through the forest, a signal that something unusual is about to happen. Now, maybe it's hunger, maybe it's boredom, but Sparky decides today, Raja is his amusement. He circles lower, his eyes never leaving the tiger. This, my friends, is where the fun begins. The forest, once a place of peace, is now the stage for an unexpected matchup. What will happen next? Stay tuned to find out. Let's be clear, Sparky is outmatched. Raja has teeth like steak knives and claws sharper than a politician's promises. One swipe from those paws, and Sparky would be a feather duster. But Sparky has speed, agility, and most importantly, the element of surprise. He can swoop down, deliver a quick peck, and be gone before Raja even knows what hit him. Raja, for all his brawn, is a bit slow. He's used to things running away from him, not towards him. And he definitely isn't used to being dive-bombed by something the size of a house cat. The forest rumble. Sparky begins his aerial assault. The forest is alive with tension as the sun filters through the dense canopy, casting dappled shadows on the ground below. Sparky, the hawk, circles high above, his keen eyes locked onto his target. He dives down, talons extended, aiming for Raja's majestic striped behind. The air whistles around him as he picks up speed, his feathers ruffling in the wind. His focus is unbreakable, his intent clear. Raja, caught off guard, leaps into the air with a roar that shakes the trees. His powerful muscles ripple under his fur as he tries to evade the sudden attack. The forest floor trembles under his weight. He misses Sparky by a mile. The hawk's agility is unmatched, and he effortlessly dodges Raja's desperate swipes. The tiger's frustration is palpable, his growls echoing through the forest. The other animals in the clearing scatter. Deer bolt, rabbits dive into their burrows, and birds take to the sky in a flurry of wings. The once peaceful clearing is now a scene of chaos. Monkeys screech from the treetops. Their cries add to the cacophony, a symphony of alarm that reverberates through the forest. They swing from branch to branch, trying to get a better view of the unfolding drama. Even the squirrels seem to be laughing. They chatter excitedly, their tiny bodies quivering with mirth as they watch the spectacle from the safety of the trees. Sparky, emboldened by his success, continues his attack. He swoops and dives with renewed vigor, his sharp eyes never leaving Raja. The hawk's confidence grows with each successful maneuver. He swoops and dives, pecking at Raja's tail, his ears, even his nose. Each strike is precise, calculated to inflict maximum annoyance. Raja's roars grow louder, more desperate. Raja, growing increasingly frustrated, thrashes and roars, but he can't seem to land a hit on the elusive hawk. His massive paws swipe through the air, but Sparky is always just out of reach. The forest watches in awe as the battle between predator and prey unfolds. This goes on for what seems like hours, though it's probably more like 5 minutes. Raja, exhausted and humiliated, finally collapses on the ground, defeated. He lets out a long, pathetic sigh. Sparky, perched on a branch above, chirps triumphantly. He had won, not by strength, but by wit, and a healthy dose of audacity. He had shown everyone that even the smallest creature can stand up to the biggest bully, and sometimes win. And that, my friends, is a lesson worth remembering. So there you have it, the tale of Sparky the Hawk and Raja the Tiger, a story of an unlikely confrontation, a comedic battle of wits, and a reminder that size isn't everything. What do you think? Have you ever seen something in nature that made you laugh out loud? Share your stories in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And keep your eyes peeled for more funny wildlife encounters because you never know what you might see out there in the wild.